Hi Scorpio, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your October 2021 money, career, finance, business reading, all things to do with that. This is your present position. If the present position does not make sense to you, in my readings, it's one of two things. It means that this is not your reading, or you're watching the reading too early, and I suggest you put it in a playlist and come back and look at it at the end of October. I am a psychic and a medium. I am not an astrologer, so I'm getting the information from the spirit world. So that's one of the reasons why when I'm giving the readings, the information hasn't played itself out yet. If you come back at the end of October, this present position still does not make sense to you, this is absolutely not your reading. I do advise that you do not pick and choose in my readings, because I do have the outcome in my readings, and if the rest of the reading doesn't make sense and then you end up kind of following the outcome, that's really not a good idea, and I do not advise it. So in your present position, what I have for you is the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Emperor in the reverse position and the Six of Wands in the reverse position. Now I do put these cards, Six of Wands in an upright position. I do put the cards, I always put the Tarot Wisdom in the upright position, but the clarifiers I will put in the holder in a certain way so I know it's reversed, but just so you can follow along in the reading, I will put it in the upright position. So what it looks like, Spirit, can you bring forward the present position for Scorpio in money, career and finance? Please bring forward the information. So what I have here is, and I'm just reading this card right here, and then I'm going to pull the energy that I'm getting from it, from the spirit world. So what I have is working too hard or multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and fun into your life, juggling multiple priorities, balancing the budget. Wow, I usually don't take the writing from this, but this is the energy that I feel for you, even as I don't know the cards. Scorpio, I'm a psychic and a medium. I'm not even a tarot reader, to be honest. I haven't learned tarot. No one's ever taught me tarot. I've never learned it from a book. I get the cards, Spirit gives me the meaning of it. And what was interesting energetically, psychically, as I was pulling this card here, I got that information. I felt as if you were kind of burning the candle at both ends. And I feel here that what's going on is that there's a need for it, right? There's a need and a necessity to work as hard as you're working and juggling the things that you're juggling and trying to, you know, it really is like you're walking a tightrope and you're trying to keep everything manageable within what it is that you're dealing with. However, what is happening is, and this is not a general reading, but I'm just going to mention it briefly. This is kind of a lot of turmoil, and it is pulling on your energy, and it doesn't feel like you have time to rest, to recoup, to be able to develop some of the ideas that you need to develop. And that's why the Emperor is in the reverse. And what's interesting about the Seven of Wands energy that I got for you is I feel like there may be defensive communication around you. So it may be that, let's say you're in a job situation and or a business idea or whatever it is, right? Whatever your niche is that you're wanting this reading on. I feel somewhere in your life there is a lot of defensive communication. It could be in those environments, work, business, dealing with clients, customers, business partners, being on a board, whatever it is, right? But there's a lot of defensive communication, but I really feel that you're handling it extremely well, Scorpio. Spirit is bringing me back your last reading from this time last year, and it shows that you were struggling really deeply with a lot of conflict with defensive communication that was around you. So I feel as if a lot of things have changed within you, but they haven't actually changed that much externally. So what I see here is still the dream of being able to branch out and do the things, all the things that you want to do, but there's still all this responsibility that you're taking care of, and the dream is there, but now it's kind of like finding quiet time to yourself to decompress, rest, and then have some time to yourself to have those creative ideas flow. So that's what's going on in your present position currently in October. Okay, now I'm going to read your challenge before I read your strength. So the challenge is really interesting as well, because these oracle cards are meant to come out only one, and Spirit had me, or three flew out for you. And so let's see what's here. So basically what I have here is the 10 of Pentacles. I have the 8 of Swords, and this came out in the reverse position. So I need to see, Spirit, can you, and even though I read these oracle cards all up front, when I pulled this card, the 8 of Swords, Spirit made me feel like it needed to be in the reverse position in your challenge position. So let's see what's going on here. Spirit, bring forward the information for Scorpio. Scorpio, as I'm doing that, I'm going to read these cards and I'm going to pull out energetically what I feel for you. So in the 10 of Pentacles, for your challenge, we have financial security for yourself and your family, inheritance or retirement, peace and contentment in honoring family traditions. Pride in the family, passing on knowledge. That's what that is. All right. This is the challenge. I said I was going to read all of them, but I don't need to. What's happening here in the challenge position, Scorpio, is that's your focus, right? And that has always been your focus. Family first, home first. Creating an environment that's loving and full of happiness and joy and contentment. But this is what you're dealing with instead, which is this conflict, right? And it's the illusion. So I'm going to read the card and then I'm going to pull out again what I think is going on energetically. The illusion of entrapment. It's not an illusion, Scorpio. You are bloody trapped. A lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. Being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. So ignore all that. What I feel is that it's not an illusion. You are in a situation that you are required to, you have a lot of responsibility. And so it feels as if it's not a matter of having confidence. I mean, it is, because you were in a situation or a partnership or some sort of environment that is not supportive of you. And so it doesn't bring out the best in you. And because of that, money, career, finances have been limiting for you, because you're just not able to move in the direction that you need to move in. Now, this is sitting in your challenge position. And for me, I took it as the reverse. And so what it means is that where you felt trapped by your environment, by the situation that you're in, because I don't feel like it's changed. I feel in the month of October, and it could be because you're approaching your birthday month and you're reflecting on the past year and you're like, listen, this just cannot keep on happening. I cannot have the same year over and over again, like bloody Groundhog's Day. And so I feel a lot of strength coming out of you in your challenge position. So what is the challenge? I hear you cry. This Queen of Cups, right? It is doing this and feeling quite lonely in the process. You are feeling, you're containing your emotions, but your emotions are on the tip of your tongue. They're in, I can imagine you, Scorpio, being in your car, very upset when you're on your own and crying and just being so frustrated at the situation that you're in. And even if you're a male Scorpio, That may be coming out in a different way. Maybe you're not crying, but it's coming out in anger or depression. And so the challenge is that you want this life for yourself, and if you have a family, for your family. You're very family oriented, Scorpio, but you're struggling with the challenges of the people in that family, or you're struggling with to me, it doesn't feel like work related. If it is work related, then take it as work related. But it feels in the challenge position that you're ready to break free, and to do this alone. I think what's been happening is that you feel like you want partnership, that you don't want to do it on your own. It's too much of a burden. And and the family is a shared experience. It's a beautiful experience, and a part of it is not that it's a burden because it's so terrible. It's a burden because others are not joining you and engaging in the joyful process. And so that kind of takes away your ability to have creativity in the work environment, in the job environment, in the business environment. So that's a challenge. Now, some beautiful energy came out in your strength position that I don't think I've seen for you for quite some time. And I really liked the strength position. So let's talk about that. And what came out, interestingly enough, is the strength card for you. So to clarify that, we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the 8 of Cups. And so what I have here for you, Scorpio, in the strength position, Spirit, bring it forward clearly. Tell me, help me to understand, what is Scorpio's strength? What is it they need to know? How can they tap into it and optimize it? Tell me what they should do to feel the power of the strength that they're in the month of October. Okay. Spirit is making me feel like your passion is reignited. I feel that there is a level of acceptance here with, if you're in partnership, whether that be with somebody in a business, it could be, like you're an employee and you and your boss don't get along, or whatever it is, right? The higher upper management, you don't agree with what they're doing. It could be a spouse, it could be a business partner, whatever, right? It feels like you are accepting that you're going to do it alone. You're going to stop spinning your wheels and trying to get engagement. Now, on an intellectual level, you have been doing that, right? You have been saying, you know what, this person is not capable of this. However, you kind of rubber band back, and you go back to trying to believe in that there is hope in that situation, because that's how you are, Scorpio. You don't want to give up. You don't want to lose faith that there is a possibility. And I think that is a beautiful aspect of your personality, Scorpio. Don't ever give up. You can get tired and weary, which is what this shows. And that's what forces you in the strength position to just say, you know what, I accept this is the way that it is. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to put the ideas forward. I'm going to start to get passionate about what I'm doing. I'm going to be the creator of the power that is needed to move me forward, to have personal growth in money, career, finances, and business. I do feel for some of you, there are business ideas that are brewing, or something that you're already involved in regards to business, and you're looking to take it to the next level. This shows in your strength position that you will do that successfully. Spirit, in the month of October, yes, for some of you in the month of October, Those of you that are already working on a business idea, there's going to be some type of renewal when you come to this point of acceptance of, you know what, I cannot get blood from a stone. I'm going to go forward and do this on my own. And when you do that, you come to peace. You're in a very silent strength that allows the juices to finally flow in the manner that they need to flow. And you move away from the destruction and the toxicity that's around you, and you begin to have innovative ideas. If you are in a business, I see this business growing. If you are thinking about a business, I see you coming up with very interesting, viable, innovative ideas. So there's a lot going on in your strength position once you get to the point of acceptance. So I keep saying that, don't I? So it may be that you are watching this reading and you don't accept that you're doing this on your own. But I do feel at some point in October that you'll definitely get there. You'll definitely get to this point of acceptance that you're like, you know what? I've been doing this on my own. I keep wanting partnership. The person or the environment or the situation doesn't lend itself to that. So you know what? If I don't want another year of spinning my wheels, I'm just going to have to get on with it. And that's what's happening. You're kind of putting things in perspective. And you're like, you know what? Life is short. I need to get on with this, and I'm going to, because I'm not going to sit here in somebody else's misery for the rest of my life. And here we have the King of Swords. And in this deck, let's talk about the King of Swords in the outcome. So we have intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective, be fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. And that's kind of what I was saying in your strength position, is that point of acceptance, right? You're no longer emotionally engaged with trying to get the person, the environment, or whatever it is to see things and come in with you so you can be a powerhouse as a strength. You're just like, you know what? I'm just going to, hang my sword up, take a break from trying to get you involved, and I'm going to look to my future, and I'm going to build, and I'm going to manifest, and I'm going to see it, believe it, and it is so. So I see this happening in the month of October. I see a lot of beautiful energy in the outcome. I see you being really cautious about how you move forward in regards to making decisions, especially if it's about business, especially if it's about a career change. So you are really looking to expand your horizons, and I do feel that's going to happen in the month of October in one way or the other. I do feel like you're going to finally shift into a place of manifestation, Scorpio, and whatever it is that you're dreaming about, you're going to get it. That's your reading, Scorpio. I hope it was helpful.